HHS will act on acetaminophen. The FDA is responding to clinical and laboratory studies that suggest a potential association between acetaminophen use during pregnancy and adverse neurodevelopmental outcomes, including later diagnosis for ADHD and autism.
That was Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. back in September, making claims that taking Tylenol during pregnancy could be the cause of autism in children. That claim was very controversial, sparking headlines and fears for women who are currently pregnant and those who have children with autism. Here to talk about the impact of those words and the ripple effect is Roshini Rajkumar, a good friend of mine and host of the podcast and YouTube channel, The Crisis Files. Thanks for coming back again.
Thanks for having me, Erin. So good to be here.
So let's just talk first about The Crisis Files and sort of the mission that you are on.
We're definitely trying to bust myths, enlighten people, educate. And we are living in an era of permacrisis. I mean, you're a news anchor, you know that. I don't have to tell you that, but what we're trying to bring to people are very concrete and practical lessons and just tips and support to prevent crisis in their own lives, as well as if they're in crisis now, how do you combat it and how do you come out ahead?
That's one of the things that you do off your podcast is you counsel a lot of executives and people in power positions about how to deal with crisis. But you and I have been talking about autism specifically for a couple of years because it impacts both of us personally.
It does. Yes. I mean, the love of my life is on the spectrum, and I have learned so much from him and his journey. We've talked about your dear son, and you came on the show during season 3 to talk about just understanding autism, and now you're back during season 4 to get into just kind of the next layer and the causes and things being in the national headlines, because when you're on the spectrum, neurodiverse versus neurotypical, there are a lot of gifts that you bring. And my mission in this space is to help people understand that there are those gifts, but sometimes it requires different communication when one of you is on the spectrum and one of you isn't, and even when both people are one or the other. So it really is in alignment with my show's mission that we try to bust some myths in the neurodiverse community.
And there are so many. So we tackled a number of different things in both of these episodes, but in the most recent one, we talked about this phrase lateral violence, which was new to both of us.
Absolutely, and you really taught that phrase to me, and I know you learned it from an autism mom who's very much a big advocate, and it's such a great term because violence, lateral violence, is happening between communities of all different kinds, but when it happens within the autism community itself, that's really hard because anyone who is touched by autism spectrum, you or we are in a good spot to try to debunk myths. Mm-hmm. So when there's infighting, it's really hard.
Yes, very hard. So as a professional in this space responding to crisis, you have really good tips for people just when it comes to how we respond. So many people now are, just triggered and responding, and your advice is the opposite of that.
Right. I mean, so much of the work I do is crisis communication, crisis strategy, helping executives and corporations, but also other individuals deal with crisis with kind of a openness and communication forward versus a defensiveness. Mm-hmm. So I'm big on audience analysis. If someone is throwing a message at you, stop for a moment, do remain calm, but try to figure out who is this person and what's really driving them to maybe backlash or to be aggressive. And if you can get at the root of who that person or that audience is, then you can start to choreograph a response that can kind of bust myths, but also hopefully de-escalate any kind of negative situation.
Well, and particularly when we're talking about autism or neurodiversity, it's emotionally charged.
It is. It's emotionally charged because regardless of where someone is on the spectrum, and I like to call it the spectrum of the brain, whether you're neurotypical or you're neurodiverse, it's all the spectrum of the brain. And anywhere along that, no two people are the same. So we can't put all neurotypicals in one bucket and call them one thing. We can't put all neurodiverse people in one bucket and call them one thing. But we can really understand, and also understanding that learning methods and styles are different for children, for adults. And I've learned from my own husband how to communicate better with him. He's learned how to communicate better with me. So we have more tools now as we've learned together. And believe me, it's not always easy.
Yeah.
But even if you're both neurodiverse or both neurotypical, it's not always easy in a marriage, right? It's a choice every day. But what we can do as just human beings is trying to understand each other better and try to find the right terms. And you're such a great resource. I've learned so much from your advocacy in the autism space, and that you really want to bring forward a no judgment attitude.
Yeah.
And that's really what we align on.
Yes, a judgment-free zone for sure. Okay, so we need to wrap up, but let's tell people how they can listen and watch.
Yes, you can watch us on YouTube as well as thecrisisfiles.com. All of our handles across X, Instagram, and YouTube are at The Crisis Files. And we'd love your ideas, so when you go to thecrisisfiles.com, for sure, watch us, but also drop me a line. You can communicate with us directly right there. Send me story ideas, segment ideas, guest ideas. We really love that engagement from our viewers and our listeners.
There's so much great content there, and you're so great at interviewing people. Roshini, thanks so much.
Thank you.